Okay, so here's our 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 egg. I'm going to combine that all together, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've got it all combined, and it's kind of hard for you to see, but that's the consistency of it. I normally put foil on my cookie sheet, but I don't have any, so this time I'm going to try some wax paper, but it's not wanting to lay flat. So all I'm going to do is spray just a little bit of non-stick spray to my pan, and that should keep my wax paper in place. So what I'm going to do is roll up some of these, and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit of this here, pull it off the spoon. You can make these as big or as small as you'd like, and then you just roll it around and around, and as you can see, it forms into a ball. Put it on your cookie sheet, and I don't know if you can see, but my hands are pretty well clean. I'm not really sure how this works, but it works. They all stay together and they don't make a mess. So I'm just going to roll out the rest of these, and then I'll be right back to tell you the next step. Okay, so this is my first batch. I've got 12 on here, and the next thing I'm going to do is make the little crisscross pattern on each one of these. I've got the oven preheating at 350, and I'm going to cook these for 10 minutes. If you want them a little bit softer, leave them in a little less. If you like them a little bit crunchier, you can leave it in a little longer. I kind of like them in between. So I'm going to finish this up, get them in the oven, and then I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Okay, so they're out of the oven. This is what they look like. They're going to look like they might not be quite done, but they really are. And you're going to want to give these, I'd say, 2 or 3 minutes at least to cool off before you transfer them over to your cooling rack. Because if you try to take them off now, they're going to crumble all up into nothing. But if you give them just a couple minutes to cool off and set up, what I do is use a spatula. I take them off, I move them over here to my cooling rack, I let them finish cooling over here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give them a few minutes to cool off. I'm going to get my next batch in the oven, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product of these 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies. Okay, so here's the finished product. That's the front. That's the back. I don't know if you can see it. It's a nice golden brown. And I'm going to break it for you so you can see. That's the texture or consistency that it is on the inside. But these are super, super yummy. And you can use any kind of peanut butter that you want to. I found that creamy works the best. And I just use the Walmart brand. Actually, I get the No Stir Creamy Natural, because that way, like, the oil doesn't accumulate at the top and you don't have to stir it all up. So, anyway, yeah. And FYI, this batch, the size that I made 20 cookies.